And then open it up for questions. Coach, your quick impressions.
Yeah, it was a tough outcome for us, obviously. Didn't defend like we've defended all year, and let it slip away. And it was just a few minor details on the scouting report. I think that got us in the end. Staying down on Booker. I think he had 8 points from the free throw line off the little pump fake. Transition, I don't think we did a great job in transition, and then we knew rebounding was going to be the biggest stat. But all that being said, we had our chances. We missed 2 layups to start the second half. We missed some free throws, front ends, and you've got to do that this time of year to give yourselves a chance. But I'm really proud of this group for all that they've accomplished. For those that were with us in November and saw us lose an exhibition game to where we came, I think speaks volumes for our guys and for their level of commitment to what we were trying to do here in year one. So I'm really proud of our guys for all they've accomplished. But I'm not a moral victory guy. We're still bitter because we thought we could have done more, not just tonight, but the last couple of weeks. But that's what's going to burn our fire as far as motivation goes heading into next year.
Questions? Raise your hand and get a microphone here in the back.
This one's for all three of you guys. Was there any one point in the second half where it felt like everything flipped over to Colorado? I know there were a couple of key spots, but it looked like sitting in the stands that maybe it was the handful of turnovers that Colorado turned into 11 points.
2 threes from Booker. Got to find a shooter, and once he hit that second one, it was just that whole momentum shift, and we had to stop it.
We had a couple breakdowns in our coverages, and he hit one. Then we lost him on the next possession. He hit another. We used a timeout after the first one, and then they got a couple more. And I don't like making excuses. I think fatigue maybe set in the last few weeks, but like I said, we'll worry about all that crap. I know right now it stings because we made some mistakes that maybe cost us, but I'm going to keep saying this. I'm still really, really proud of this group for gutting it out and for buying in. These guys went through a lot, last spring, and when we got in place, and they bought in. We didn't have any experience hardly, and guys could have gone all different directions, and they've stayed together. And it's a great question when you're talking about the game, and I'm rambling, but he hits a couple threes, broke our spirit. We turned one over on the sideline. But 8 turnovers, I'll take that in a 40-minute game. I look at those 2 breakdowns defensively and then our missed opportunities on offense more than anything.
Right here.
This is for the 2 players. What does this season mean to you guys in terms of building for the future? I mean, do you guys feel like you guys have set up something that can take you far down the road?
The season meant a lot, especially how far we've came from the beginning when we first met the coaches to where we came to now. Just so much we've gone through. We were projected last in the conference, and I just think all season long we just proved everyone wrong, and we just continue to prove everyone wrong. I think we had so much expectations for ourselves, and we didn't worry about whatever everyone else had to say. So I just think this is just going to burn at us and just fuel the fire for next year. We set a good foundation this year. We really bought into what the coaches have to say, and we know if we buy into them, we're going to have success. So we just have to continue to do that.
And add on to that is just we knew this year wasn't going to be perfect. We knew we was going to have some up and downs, some adversity. So we know what we got to do on the road now, and we just got to take it to next year, and hopefully, we come out better and stronger.
Right here and then right here. Go.
Malcolm, what was it you felt was maybe missing on defense tonight?
I don't know. I think it was urgency. I just think sometimes we got too relaxed at some points of the game, and it was just a little bit of mental breakdowns that we don't usually have when we're playing that locked-in defense. I think we didn't have that same urgency and mental focus that we usually have.
I think part of it too is we were kind of scoring at a pretty good clip, and so we lost our, like he said, our sense of urgency defensively. In fact, we talked to Lewis at halftime, and I said, I'll take the 40 points, but I don't know that this is our tempo. And it was almost like trading baskets was okay. And in fact, we apologized at halftime. I said, gosh, I shouldn't have said relax, enjoy it, and go have fun, because we forgot to defend. But it was nice that our guys scored better than we had most of the year. It just defensively, we weren't quite as locked in. And you got to give credit to Colorado. I mean, they are the team that was picked third, right? And they're healthy for the first time, and their players stepped up and made plays for them. So credit to Tad and his group for sure.
Right here.
Coach, that last time out with 1:49 left, and it was 75-67. What was being talked about inside the huddle there?
How much time was left? Just over a minute. I think we were still, I mean, it was a few possession game. We talked about setting up our diamond press. And that we wanted to try to get a steal, that we could get one more stop and not have to foul, and then try to get a score, and then, you know, maybe now it's 2-possession game. We didn't get real sentimental because we didn't think the game was over. I don't know if that's what you meant, but yeah, we were just trying to set up our trap, put guys in the right place, tell them what we wanted defensively. And we mentioned a time or two, remember the USC game. Remember the USC game. This thing's not over. It just, unfortunately, we couldn't get the one big stop and the one big score that maybe, you know, puts a little more heat on them.
Front row here.
Hey, Coach, your season might not be over yet. CBI, CIT, what are your thoughts about maybe continuing the season? You heard anything from your AD? What are the thoughts there?
Our administration's fully supportive of whatever we want to do. There have been some of those folks reach out. We'll take some time to think about it. You know, those are all great tournaments, but, you know, I'm a little concerned, to be honest, about our guys and the numbers that we have and our bodies right now. But we'll take some time and certainly entertain, because those are all great events. You know, but it's something we'll have to think about.
Anything else? All right, Coach, thank you. One more, excuse me.
Gary and Malcolm, you guys sort of touched on it a second ago, and this is for you, Coach. The sort of the future of what's coming down the road. You guys have a big-time recruiting class coming in. Are you really looking forward to that? Is that something you're really trying to build on? Is that sort of giving you a positive outlook after tonight?
Certainly, that's secondary to the excitement we have for the guys coming back, for the way they've gone about their business and handled things this year. Add to that, those guys that are going to be wet behind the ear coming in next year, yeah, that causes, you know, that's a lot of enthusiasm. But really, it starts with this group for what they did and what they learned, how far they came, and then we'll add that to the mix. But it's going to be a different kind of new year. Is now, you know, we didn't have any new guys. We were the new guys. Now we're going to have a group coming in that's going to have to learn the same things that these guys learned from day one, and that's where we're really going to have to look for some leadership from these guys. But yes, we are very excited for the future of Oregon State basketball and this next class and the classes after that as well. Thank you. That was a good point.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.